good?
Lately, I ain't been on no island. Baby, now you know where to find me. Crazy, I was on the God's timing. They hate me, but I'm still going diamond. Head up, quit, used to slip, now we sliding. Mouth full of gold, used to blow, now we shining. Came up, quit, used to slip, now we sliding. Stuck to the cold, used to blow, now we shining. Got it out the dirt. I used to think I need a dime to tell me what I'm worth. I never run out of these lines if I stay in the verse. I was the very last one. You think we're coming first? I took the red pill. Grandma said she with it long as I could pay the bills. Told her when I make it, she get house up on the hills. Asked her she ain't make it, how am I supposed to feel? I can't follow through the deal, but labels calling about some deals. Ain't doing no explaining. Spit on thin ice, you're lying to entertain. Holy smoke, I'm on a high, so the devil wanna fade me. Made it to 25, high, feel amazing. Lately, I ain't been on no island. Baby, now you know where to find me. Crazy, I was on the God's timing. They hate me, but I'm still going diamond. Head up, quit, used to slip, now we sliding. Mouth full of gold, used to blow, now we shining. Came up, quit, used to slip, now we sliding. Stuck to the cold, used to blow, now we shining.
Let me talk to him. Realness the only language that I got for him.
Volleyball fans, we'd like to welcome you to Columbia Place, home of the Columbia Bible College Bearcats, and your proud hosts of amazing volleyball for the 2026 PACWEST Volleyball Championships. It's our second women's semifinal game, and it's featuring the Douglas College Royals and the Capilano University Blues. Along with acknowledging the joy of playing volleyball, we also want to acknowledge and thank God as the creator for the gift of the earth and respectfully acknowledge the Matsqui First Nation, affiliated with the larger Stolo people, as the historic caretakers of this land. Columbia Bible College seeks to walk in respect, peace, and reconciliation with all. Before we announce starting lineups, we would like to acknowledge our PACWEST Conference Award winners from both teams. Award winners, when you hear your name, please come forward to the scores table for a photo. Starting with the Douglas College Royals. Rookie of the Year and Rookie Team All-Star, number 1, Maya Armstrong. Second Team All-Star, number 5, Lauren Bowman. First Team All-Star, number 11, Kara Chan. Congratulations, Royals. And our award winners for the Capilano University Blues. Second Team All-Star and top middle blocker, number 4, Natalie Rourke. First Team All-Star, number 10, Naya Mboma. Player of the Year, First Team All-Star, and the top outside hitter, it's Abby Becker. And finally, the Coach of the Year, Sue Sulzma. Congratulations, Blues, and congratulations to all the awards winners. Fans, if you're able, please rise for the playing of our national anthem. And now, fans, it's time to meet the starting lineups. Starting for the Royals, number 5, Lauren Bowman. Number 14, Lauren Way. Number 1, Maya Armstrong. Number 10, Morgan Boisvert. Number 18, Jenna Gruel. Number 11, Kara Chan. Liberos, number 15, Emma Jackson. And number 9, Kara Jang. The Royals are coached by Jeff Ross. And now the starting lineup for the Blues. Number 13, Abby Betker. Number 7, Sibby Boss. Number 2, Molly English. Number 10, Naya Mboma. Number 4, Natalie Rourke. Number 17, Annika Kuznick. Liberos number 6, Monica Hoffman. And number 15, Kristen Young. The Blues are coached by Sue Sulzma. Let's play some volleyball.
Welcome inside Columbia Place on the campus of Columbia Bible College in Abbotsford. My name is Ryan Waters, being joined by Kyle Cook as we get set for the second women's semifinal at the 2026 PACWEST Volleyball Championships. The number 1 seed, not only here in the conference, but across the entire CCAA. The Capilano Blues, 19-1 during the regular campaign, taking on the 4th-seeded Douglas Royals, 7-13. They played 4 times during the regular season. Cap winning all 4 times, but 2 of them in a 5th and decisive set. So we'll see what happens. The winner will advance to play for tomorrow's gold and a date with the VIU Mariners, who won earlier, beating the Camosun Chargers today in 3 straight sets. We'll see what it is. When you are a number 1 team, Kyle, you have that pressure.
Yeah.
You have a little bit of maybe a little tense play coming into your first match because you want to do well. You're supposed to win, right?
100%. You're the quote-unquote gambling favorite, I guess.
Yeah.
And losing in the playoffs, it just means that much more. And, yeah, you're expected to win, and then if you lose, it's just a heartbreaker. So, yeah, definitely some pressure on the Blues, but Blues walking in here against a 7-13 Douglas College Royals, you could be, or if you're the Royals, you could possibly be intimidated just by looking at the record alone. So it goes both ways.
Well, here we go. That's Sibby Boss. She will get the kill. This Blues team is littered with veteran leadership. Sibi Boss in her 5th and final year. Mamboma's in her 5th and final year. Kuznick in her 5th year. Abby Betker, the player of the year. She's in her 4th season. So a lot of veteran leadership on this Blues team. And they have shown during the regular season what happens here in the playoffs. We shall see as the Royals come right back with a big kill. And they tied at 1. Here's Douglas.
And the crowd seems to be split pretty evenly between Capilano and Douglas fans here. So the crowd definitely plays a part as well to the momentum being swung in either team's direction.
Back on the line is Lauren Way in her 4th season. She'll send the ball to Betker. Chased down by English and Boma, her first crack at it, and she is stuffed or hit the top of the net, and the Royals have their first lead 2-1.
And Naya Bowman, she had a great regular season, being number 3 in the league in kills with 3.5%. But that one, her first attack goes into the net, though.
They're going to go right at her. Good pass here by Mboma. She'll get it right back, and she'll hit the top of the net again. So back-to-back errors by Mboma, who had 259 kills during the regular season, still looking for her first one here. In the postseason, the Royals have a 3-1 lead. And Mboma up to English. They're going to try Betker out of the backcourt. Becker just inside the line. And she gets her first kill of the postseason. Becker coming in with 282. Also 156 digs, 31 blocks. You really filled the stat sheet during the regular season. Molly English in her 2nd year. Took over the setting role last year as a rookie at Fort St. John's. Done a great job. That's Chen. She is rejected. So Chen, who's a first-team All-Star, she is blocked. But I tell you what, this front line of Natalie Rourke and Boma Kuznick. Rourke led the conference, led the world, I think, with 61 blocks during the regular season.
Yeah, it's very impressive, and middle of the regular season as well.
Off the block there, Douglas scores, and they retake the lead 4-3.
And that was good use of the hands there. She wasn't pressed over very far, more aiming for the ceiling for her block, so that's just a target for the attacker.
Back to serve is the Rookie of the Year. It's Maya Armstrong. Armstrong will deliver. And Boma. She will just go wide, it looks like. Yeah, it was wide. I was waiting for the flag person on our left to make the call, but it was over there on the right side.
Yeah, 3 uncharacteristically bad attacks from Mboma, or 2 into the net, 1 out of bounds. Just, I don't remember the last time I saw that, honestly.
Out of the middle, that's Rourke off a block and down. Natalie Rourke gets her first kill of the playoffs. She was terrific all season, a 2nd-team All-Star out of Beaver Lodge, Alberta. The thriving metropolis of Beaver Lodge. And Boma gets this serve in. And the Royals go back to work. Nice. In the middle, it's a blocked Rourke. Who else? As she stuffs the attack of the Royals. And it ties it at 5.
And that's a great double block. Just have the outside blocker give late help, because their first priority is the left side, so just late help in the middle is big help, actually.
Here's Chen. Chen, nice dig by the libero. And there's a kill from Betker. Is that Kristen Young with the dig? No, pardon me. That was Kristen Young, the libero.
Yep.
All right, it's 6-5, Capilano. Now right back to Chen. Chen cross court. It's still alive, and Momo will track it down, and Rourke will send it over. Another nice dig by Young. Here's Chen, takes a little bit off it. Betker with a nice dive. Kuznick tried to go cross court and didn't get enough on it. And it ties it at 6.
But I like the defense that the Blues are playing, even though they didn't score the point. Staying dug in, stopped on contact, and ready to move if the ball's just outside of their reach.
Revere will head back to the line. Revere with a pass to the Hoffman and Lambero, then Rourke will just tip it over.
Yeah, I like that Molly English is setting her mills early in this game, just to make the Douglas block think a little bit more.
A former middle.
Yeah, coming from.
Likes that. Likes that. There's Rourke. Armstrong going to set up to Bowman. Bowman will get the point because the Blues are on the net. Is English or Boss? Not sure who touched it. Looks like Boss, so she's got a big smile on her face.
Yeah.
50-year kid out of Kelowna. Greywall will go back. Jenna Greywall in her second year out of Abbotsford, so playing in her hometown. English gets it to Betker. Betker just got enough over. Royals return it. Back door this time for Kuznick, and she'll get her first kill. Annika Kuznick.
Yeah, minimal block up to slow her down because there's so much attention being given to Betker because being the player of the year has its privileges.
Here's Kuznick. Just get it over the tape. Still alive. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, the libero for the Royals wanted it up. That was Emma Jackson pleading with the down official who said no, did not agree. So an ace, and it's 9-7 Cap. There's Kuznick. Gets the ball over. Bowman will have to play it there, and they'll just send it over on the free ball. Young gets it to English. Going to go Betker. Betker with a nice dig by Jackson. Backcourt Royals and into the net.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the Royals doing a bailout pipe attack when they're in a trouble situation there. If anything, I'd want to put a free ball deep into position 1.
Now Kuznick again. That one just squeaks over the net. Blues will control. This is Betker off a block. Jackson's there for the dig. Here's Chen. Chen goes down the line but hit the antenna. And it'll be a point to Capilano. And head coach Jeff Ross wants to call a timeout for his Royals, who trade 11-7.
Royals call a timeout.
Yeah, even though it was a rocky start for the Capilano Blues, they just seem unfazed in every facet of the game. They just keep playing. Just don't let anything rattle you. And then Douglas Royals started out strong, and even with Naya having 3 early errors.
Sorry, I was rocking out there.
Yep, I was rocking out.
My mistake.
Even with 3 early errors, they've managed to come back and have a 4-point lead. So even with one of the best players in the league not having the greatest start, they're still able to come together and have many options of attackers.
I do expect that from Capilano because they're so veteran.
Yeah.
You know, and Bowman, okay, so she blew 3.
Yeah.
She'll be okay.
Yeah.
You got Betker, you have Boss and Kuzik. It's the Royals that have to answer and remain calm and not get behind or get too down on yourselves if you start to fall behind a little bit, right?
Yeah.
But that's that veteran leadership. When you play multiple sets, multiple matches, you do develop that. And this Royals team is young.
For sure.
But they're here in the postseason. So they're learning with every point. And we'll see how it transpires here. But it's a great point.
Yeah.
Here's Kuznick. Good pass this time. And here's Chen. Chen will get it inside the block. Betker and Boss couldn't close up in time.
Yeah,
and Chen has a kill.
Yeah, great use of the block there, pushing it through, and it just falling in between the 2 blockers.
Laver started that with a nice pass. It's so important, isn't it, on that first pass? Here's Chan now. And Bowman right up against the net for English. Tips it off a block. Laver is there. Over to Bowman. Bowman sends it to Mboma. Here's Betker. Betker down the line with a kill. She's got 3 early on. And it's 12-8, the former Cotter Avalanche.
And that's all that experience coming right there. She's played a lot of volleyball games in her time, so she knows how to read the defense of these Royals really well.
She'll send that over. Here's Bowman. Bowman had to adjust, went with the left hand just to get it over. And Bowman down the line. Naya gets her first of the postseason.
Yeah, first of the postseason, and just went right through, or just backdoor down the line.
Well, Betker back to the line. Royals almost got caught out of rotation. In the middle, that one thrown over by Way. Kuznick just getting it over, and Armstrong, unfortunately for her, couldn't punch it back.
Yeah,
too much English.
Yeah, that's a tough one. I mean, it's Actually, I don't think I've ever seen it done like that before, but that's just a tough one.
Going to feed Bowman again. Bowman cross court. Good dig by the libero. And that's Kuznick off a block. Bowman again. And it hit the top of the net. Didn't hit a blue. I love the play of Kristen Young so far. The libero,
Yeah.
she was terrific back there.
Yeah, she's dug in, staying still on contact when the attack comes across and just ready to move at a moment's notice.
115 digs during the regular season. She got a couple here already. Going to go to Chen. She'll just dump it over. Young is there. On the wraparound, Boss. Chen with the dig. Right back to Mboma. Mboma is blocked. Armstrong got a piece of it. Way was involved as well. And it's 15-9 Blues. And Bowman going back to the line. The All-Star, fourth-year player out of Abbotsford. And here she comes. And Bowman, not a very good pass, tracked down by English. Now we'll get it back, tried to punch it over. The Royals are ready for it. And Mboma down the line, perfect spot by Mboma. Again, that veteran leadership, right? That understanding of where defenders are on the floor.
Literally just took the words out of my mouth.
Oh, sorry.
She knows. She knows where everybody on the court is at all times and is able to pick her spots. Very smart.
And here's Sibby. Good pass by Bowman. They'll just get it over, will the Royals. Blues back to work. And Bowman sends it too wide and out of bounds.
I believe that's 5 errors for Naya now, and they're still up by 6 points.
Lauren Way. Here's Way. Molly English has to track that one down. And Bowman off the block. Hoffman was there. Here's Chan. Chan with a nice blast. Off Kuznick and into the front row. But Chan with a big swipe there.
Yeah, and she knows she's going to be the highest volume attacker on this Royals team, so she knows a lot of responsibilities on her plate. So finding different ways to score is very important for her.
There's Way again. Way with a nice serve. Not able to handle that was Betker. And it's 16-12. Royals hanging around, trying to battle back. Here's Way. Another nice serve. And Bowman. A little tip. Rivera was there. This is Bowman out of the backcourt. Got a piece of it. Now Bowman. Back to Bowman. There's a kill. Rivera with a smash, her second. Rivera is someone who needs to heat up a little bit.
Yeah, that is 100% correct.
Fifth-year player as well. She's got some veteran leadership, as does Lauren Bowman. The Royals do have the pieces. Here's Way. And there's an ace! And Bowman couldn't handle that one. And it's 16-14, and the Royals have done a nice job to battle back. And now Sue Sulzma, the coach of the Blues, wants to take a timeout.
And I mean, right now, Lauren, no pun intended, Lauren is having her way on the service line.
Well done.
And she's just picking her spots very well, and she's hitting the seams of the passers and making them move side to side, and then them questioning, oh, is it your ball, my ball? So she's picking her targets really well on the service line.
Interesting looking in the Blues huddle, too. No one's sitting.
Yeah.
Everyone is standing. Sulzma's kind of directing her attention towards Molly English. Or on the other side, the starters for the Royals are sitting down, taking a quick breather as Jeff Ross barks out some instructions. I always find it fascinating, the different coaching styles. I mean,
Yeah.
whatever works for your team, obviously. You get to this point, and your coaches have had a lot of time with the players.
Yeah.
So whatever works for them. But
Yeah.
a 2-point match here.
Yeah, you don't get to be 19-1 and by accident. So if you're doing something right, you're doing something right. So I would stick with what's going good for you.
But this Royals team has given the Blues some problems.
Yeah.
2 of their 4 matches went to 5 sets. So give the Royals a lot of credit, and they're showing some grit here.
Do you know what the final scores were in the 5th set?
I don't have it written down,
Okay.
Kyle. You're not supposed to ask me that question.
Okay.
I'll see what I can find.
Okay.
Here's Lauren Way again. Tracked down by English. Kuznick out of the back court. Over is there. Pardon me, that was Way with the serve. We get to Mboma. She's a little tip. Over. She is going to make way for Bowman just inside the line. And the Royals have cut it to within 1.
Yeah, on a five-point run right here.
Yep. Again, it's Way back there, putting together a nice string. And here she comes. And Boma, English, out of the backcourt. That's Betker. A little tap by Beware, but the Blues are ready for it. And Boma, nicely dug by Way. Here's Chan off a block. Back to Naya. Naya will send it deep. Nice spot, nice dig by Bowman. And another free ball by the Royals. Can the Blues take advantage? That's Rourke, but again, Bowman was right there. Chan, nice rally.
Yeah.
Another off the block. The Royals keep it alive. Rivera, dug there by Hoffman beautifully. And Bowman Chan.
My goodness.
This is one of the longest rallies maybe in PACWEST history. Here's Mboma with a little tip. Rivera was there. It's still alive, and Way will send it over. And some miscommunication between Betker and Kuznick, and the Royals get the point to tie it at 16.
Oh, what a rally to end in such a dramatic fashion.
Wow.
Yeah.
A lot of hands on knees after that point. And Way right back to Mboma. Out of the back, that's Betker. Makes no mistake about that one.
Finally cut that 6-point serving run off. But when it's ever in doubt, give it to the player of the year, and she'll make do with something.
Oh, back to serve goes Molly English. Here she comes. Handled there by Beauvoir. Nice little dump by Armstrong right in front of her setter counterpart English. And gets the point. Nice play. Armstrong heads up on there. Now she'll go back to serve, tied at 17.
Yeah, great play by the rookie of the year.
Out of Coquitlam. Apparently quite the ping pong player as well. Here is Kuznick. She's rejected. Chan with a big block. And the Royals retake the lead.
Yeah, had some swagger after that one, but I mean, she's pressed over, she's straight up and down. It's everything that you want out of a good block.
So Armstrong back to serve again. Her serve, handled there by Hoffman. In the middle, Rourke gets the kill.
I gotta say, overall, the Royals are playing some just inspiring defense right now.
Here's Mboma into the net. And the Royals retake the lead, 19-18. Hoffman will come back in for Cap. And the Royals will switch liberos as well, as Zhang will come in for Douglas. Rivera will head back to the service line. Poivre to Betker. Betker going to get it back. Cross court down. Abby's got 5 in this first set.
Yeah, with the pace on that set being as quick as it was, hard for Middle to close on the outside. So gap in the block, and that was a kill for Betker because of it.
Former figure skater Natalie Rourke, who spent 6 years on the skates, will go back to serve. This right up against the net. Boss with a two-handed dunk. And the Blues have a 20-19 lead with Rourke going back to the line. The 6-footer will deliver. Just over the net, right into the broadcast booth here. And it's an ace. 21-19.
And the Blues are trying to calm the storm that was the Royals for a good portion of that middle part of the set. And that's a good way to start doing that.
Here's Rourke's. Here's Chan. Chan is rejected by Betker. Betker with 31 blocks in the regular season. I don't know if any louder than that one.
Jeez, that was authority block right there.
22-19. This Capilano team made it to the semifinal last year. They lost, upset by the Camosun Chargers. They went on to win bronze last year. They won silver 2 years ago. They're looking to complete the set, if you will. Silver and bronze to their name right now. They're hoping to go for gold tomorrow. Their last gold medal, if you can believe it, 1986 was the last time they not only won gold, but were regular season champions.
Wow. Okay.
Which is a long time.
Yeah, a long time. Before my time.
Before, like on this earth before your time?
Yep.
Get
No,
out of
just
here.
kidding.
Get lost.
Yeah.
They beat Douglas, by the way, in 2020. They haven't really played this Royals team in the playoffs for that often. And they beat them in 2020 in a semifinal.
Yep.
The last time the Royals beat Capilano in the playoffs was a semi in 2018. They won that in 4 sets. The last medal for the Royals in 2023, which was a bronze. So 22-19 coming out of the timeout. And Rourke will go back to serve things from that left corner. And here she comes. Popped up to Armstrong. Here's Bowman. Bowman off the block and down for Lauren. That's her second of the contest and cuts the lead to 2.
Yeah, way to take a strong swing to those hands right there, forcing the ball out of bounds.
Good crowd on hand as well
Great.
for this. Both men's teams in attendance, Douglas and Capilano. Of course, the Blues will play Cotter next in the men's semifinal. English right up against the net. Here's Betker just inside the line.
Yeah, going hard cross court there when the block's really pushed far to the right side of the net. So a lot of daylight there for her.
Bowman will send it across. Here's Betker again. Down the line, nicely dug. And off the pole. And it's 24-20.
A good attempt to keep it alive by Chan, though.
Set point for the Blues. Here's Kuznick. Kuznick will send it over. Armstrong going to go to Bowman. Off a block and gets it down. Well, the Royals stay alive. Cut the lead to 3. No room for error, though, for Douglas. And Chan will be lifted from this set as Ali Anderson, the rookie from Grand Prairie, will come in, and Chan will have a seat. Not for very long, I would imagine. And Anderson. The referee's just making sure everyone's in the right spot. Poivert had to say, yeah, that's me. I'm in the right spot.
It's me.
And that is long, and that's going to do it for the opening set. The Blues win 25-21, and they draw first blood in this women's semifinal. It's Capilano 25, Douglas 21. We'll take a quick break and be back with the second set. You're watching the 2026 PACWEST Volleyball Championship.
You don't get them girls loose, loose. You don't get the world loose, loose. You don't get money,
Mr. Worldwide.
but I do. You don't get them girls loose, loose. You don't get the world loose, loose. You don't get money, but I do.
I say y'all having a good time out there. Get nobody la fiesta. Don't stop the party. Get nobody la fiesta. Don't stop the party. I'm running through the world like a running back. Scarface world's my running.
Fans, at this time, we'd like to thank our event sponsor, Centaur Sport Contracting. Thanks for helping us put on this great event. And while you're at it in the intermission, why don't you stop by the concession stand? We have pizza on sale, $3 a slice.
They can't, they won't, they never will stop the party. They can't, they won't, they never will stop the party. I think y'all having a good time out there. Que no pare la fiesta, don't stop the party. Que no pare la fiesta, don't stop the party. I'm from the city where they stretch it like Slinky. And now I'm doing shows in Helsinki. I know what y'all thinking that you can outthink me, but you can't, frankly. I'm out for the Benjis, Frankies. You know, just cause you ain't me, don't hate me. As a matter of fact, you should thank me, even if you don't. You're welcome, Yankees. Zigga, 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 zow. Who got the keys to the world now? Yours truly. Blah, 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 blah. They can't, they won't, they never will stop the party. They can't, they won't, they never will stop the party. I think y'all having a good time out there. Que no pare la fiesta, don't stop the party. Que no pare la fiesta, don't stop the party. I'ma give it to you, now give it to me, I'ma give it to you, now give it to me, I'ma give it to you, now give it to me, get funky, now stop. I think y'all having a good time out there. Que no pare la fiesta, don't stop the party. Que no pare la fiesta.
To the second set we go of this women's semifinal. There was a lot of eating going on in the Blues huddle over there, I noticed. Getting whatever they need to refresh their bodies.
100%. If you got a routine, you better stick to it, especially when it's this time of the year.
25-21. 25-21, the Blues won that opening set and take a 1-0 lead. In this semifinal, Molly English will lead things off for the Blues. This is Bowman. She'll just knock it over, and Bowman is there. Here's English. Right back to Kuznick. Kuznick finds a little lane and gets it down.
Yeah, big swing there to open the set from Annika Kuznick, who didn't get as much volume as I thought she would have in the first set, but starts out strong in the second.
A couple kills in that first set. Here's English. They're going to feed it to Bowman again. Bowman, I'm not sure if Rourke got a piece of that or it hit the top of the net. Nevertheless, it is 2-0 Capilano. And English will go back to the line. She did a youth goat roping and barrel racing rodeo camp when she was younger. She's from Fort St. John.
Yeah, can't say I've ever heard of someone doing that around here. So
goat roping?
Got to be Fort St. John then.
Chan goes off a block and out of bounds.
Yeah, a good use of the edge of the block there.
Oh, I guess it's a Capilano.
Never mind.
Maybe she hit the antenna.
Yeah. Huh.
So English and her goat roping skills will go back to serve. That one just tapped over by Greywall, but Rourke was right there. English gets it to Momoa. Was off a block. Betker is there. Chan tries a two-handed dump, but Mboma said no. And then Rourke tries to find the back line and just does. It's a nice play by Natalie Rourke.
Yeah, the ball seemed to not want to leave the net at all until that final push there. But heads up play, seeing nobody's in the back row.
4-0 Blues. That's serve. Knocked over by Bowman on a free ball. Young almost got caught, and English couldn't quite get there in time, decided not to yell for help.
Yeah.
It's the Douglas Royals' first point of this set.
I think for English there, if you're going to struggle that hard and lay out for a ball like that, you might as well call help when Annika Kuznick's right there. It's going to land right in her hands.
Very well with the serve, played by Hoffman. There's a middle for Rourke. Rourke gets it down in between the two blockers. her 5th of the contest. And Young checks back in. Hoffman has a seat. And Mboma will go back to serve. And Mboma served just over the net. Here's Bowman. Bowman goes too far. And Mboma will go back once again. Naya apparently can lick her own elbow. That is one interesting fact.
Yeah, fun fact about Naya.
I found that out last year, and I'll be honest, I tried.
Yeah.
And I can't.
It's harder than it looks, I guess.
Right at the top of the net, Bowman saves it. And the Royals will have to send it over on the free ball. And Bowman will get the ball up to English. English sets Betker. Betker goes cross court and down.
English knows when to get the ball to who needs to get the ball. And right there, Betker cashing in on her opportunity. And she's setting the middles a great amount as well. Always got to shout out the middles.
Well, it's like we've talked about in some of the previous matches, especially when it was the VIU Mariners, there's just so many weapons.
Yeah.
So many options.
Yeah, you got weapons in literally every position. It's because like 3/4 of this team or that's on the court is all in their 5th year. They've had some playing experience. They know how to play and work well together and complement each other's styles.
You guys had a pretty veteran-laced group, too, when you won Nationals. Capilano Blues men's volleyball player, and you won Nationals when the world was shutting down.
That's
but
right.
you had Simon Friesen was on that team.
Yeah, he was a weapon as a setter. Yeah, Ben Friesen, Rafael Hilario.
Hilario, yes.
Yeah, and then Jacob Hopkins on the right side as well. Like, literally weapons everywhere we needed to because they're all in their 5th year, 3rd, 4th, 5th year, all experienced players, and have all won everything except a national championship. So getting over the hump with them was unlike anything you can experience anywhere else.
Totally. But it was nerve-wracking, right? I mean, the world starts to shut down. You don't know where you're playing, what you're doing, if you're able to play, and you were lucky enough to play.
Yeah, lucky enough to play. And I remember Jacob Hopkins, because he was one of our captains. He's like, hey, guys, just be happy we get to play. And then I'm very glad we did.
Yeah. Nice block there by the Blues. That one tapped over. Here's Betker. To tap it as it was too close to the net. This one is going to not make it its way over. And somebody from the Royals team got upset and chucked that ball over to the corner.
And this is quite the dominant showing of the Blues right here in the second set, 8-1.
And head coach of the Mariners, Shane Hyde, has just entered the gym, maybe to do some scouting for tomorrow's gold medal match. Here's Betker, cross court, but the libero, Zhang, is there. Here's Bowman, little tap over the blockers who were there. Blues control. English will get it here to Kuznick. One blocker. Kuznick goes cross court. Great dig by Armstrong. Bowman, another dig by Young. She's been terrific. Betker half blocked. Right back to Abby. Another hand on that one. Royals are playing her well. Chan, little tip. Young is there. Betker will send it over. What a rally. Keep it alive. Rourke off the fingertips. Here's Way. This is Bowman.
Oh.
Bowman will get the kill and end the rally.
Just like in the first set, that was the 45-second rally right there.
Wow. Now Chan. Kara Chan, third-year player out of Richmond. One with the one leg sleeve. And here she comes. Just got it over. Rourke just put a chicken wing out for it. And Betker with a kill.
Yeah, she's picking her spots on the court. Very smart here. Seeing there's nobody in the deep corner, just place that ball right in the deep corner.
Now Natalie Rourke. Rourke just gets it over the net. Here's Bowman. Off a block. Rourke is there. English saves it. Here's Kuznick. Rovere with a nice block. There's a dump by Armstrong. Beautifully done. And the Royals get their 3rd point.
Yeah, the setters just know when that ball needs to be dumped, and saw no hands, no late hands even, to try and contest that, and puts it down.
Poivert, though, with a nice dig. Part of that series as well. Got the ball up to the setter Armstrong, who tipped it over.
Yeah.
Betker with a pass to English. She's going to get it back. Betker cross court.
Now Betker's having her way offensively.
A couple of subs coming in for Capilano. Sawaga will come in for the first time. That's Alex Sawaga. As Kuznick and English will step out. And the other blue that came in was Lenievsky, Anna Yelevsky, fifth-year player out of Burnaby. Down official just making sure that everybody's on the right page. 10-3, Blues have the lead here in this second set after winning the opening set, 25-21. In this semifinal, now Douglas is not really ready. Now they'll break their huddle, yeah. And here we go.
And break.
That's right. Shuwaga, her serve. Just got it over, and then Royals just returned it over. And Betker with another blast and a kill.
That's 3 kills in a row for Betker. She's just working through that block on the attack.
Alex Shuwaga will go back to serve again, third-year kid out of Saskatoon. She was a cheerleader for 7 years. They got a good football program in the Saskatoon, the Hilltops. So I wonder if she was a cheerleader for them. His way is stuffed. That one right up against the net and falls down on the Blues side, and the Royals get a point.
Yeah, tight ball. Next time, I would say maybe try and wipe it off, but I mean that's a tough call to go for that right there.
Lauren Way had a nice string of serves in that opening set. We'll go back to serve.
Yeah, 6 in a row.
Here she comes, going to send that one too long though. A little too excited. And a service error, it's 11-5. Young will check back in as Hoffman has a seat. And Betker will go back to serve. I'm sure the Royals are happy she's not in the front court anymore. Her serve will get to Bowman. Chased down by Zhang. And Brevere goes right into the net. Some errors here by the Royals in this second set. Unlike we saw in the first set, they played very well on both sides, offensively and defensively, but it's a few too many errors in this set.
Yeah, I'm surprised head coach Jeff Ross hasn't called a timeout to try and slow this Blues team down.
There's an ace by Betker. And yeah, there you go, right on cue. Ross will call a timeout. And Betker's serve, it doesn't come with a lot of velocity, but the last 2 players that tried to receive the serve, it didn't work out so well for them.
Yeah, it drops really well, and she's picking her targets, right in the seams of who she wants to hit every single time, but doesn't have to have a lot of pace or anything. It just has to make the passers think about, okay, do I have to take a step up? Should I take this with hands? And then if it's right in your midsection, you're not sure if you're going to take it with hands or go forearms because it's in no man's land when you're trying to pass right there. I was never a passer, but I know that much.
Well, you played middle, so were you in and out of the game all the time?
Yeah, I was always libero'd out. Okay. Coach, come on out.
Come on. All right, fine, coach, fine.
No, just let me pass one. And then in practice, I think I did try it and shanked it. Yep, I'm coming off. Yep.
I'll take myself off.
Yeah, I'll sub myself out of here.
The Blues break huddle. They'll come back on the floor. Here come the Royals as well. Down by 10 in this second set. Down by 1 on the big board. With the VIU Mariners lying in wait for the winner of this one for tomorrow's PACWEST gold medal match. Betker's serve. Greywall just gets it over. His boss mistimed it. Couldn't quite get to it. And it's a Royals point. And they cut the lead to 9.
Yeah, I like what Greywall is trying to do there, especially when left side jumps up and tries to give late help. It's when you tip it right over and it's just out of reach, usually for the libero, right behind the left side's block.
Ali Anderson comes back in for the Royals. We saw this substitution in the first set as Armstrong will go have a seat. And here comes Anderson. And like we saw in the first set, hits it right into the net.
Yep.
I don't know if that substitution is going to happen again. And Sibby Boss. Going to be an occupational therapist when she graduates. Their mom is one as well at Kelowna General Hospitals. That one is hit into the net.
Yeah, her parents and her brother are in the stands here. And Kian Boss, her younger brother, played on UFE with me last year and the year before. And he's in his 3rd year. He just finished up his season a couple weeks ago with UFE. I believe he's coming back. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. But he's still here supporting his sister.
You go talk to him afterwards, see if he's coming back. Oh, here's Sibby. And into the net. So Boss, a service error. Cuts the lead to 10. Boss will depart, and Hoffman will come in, the libero, second-year player out of West Kelowna. So kind of an Okanagan connection there.
Yeah.
Rivera will go back to serve for Douglas. Here comes the serve, and she goes too long again. Well, Rivera's had a few service issues.
Yeah, the Blues are missing serves, and then that's the opportunity for the Royals to kind of cash in on it, and then they're missing their serves as well.
English and Kuznick will come back in for the Blues. Shiwaga and Linievsky will come out. So English back to serve. And here she comes. And it is too long, so another service error. Is that 3 in a row?
3 in a row, yeah. This game is really slowed down now because of these missed serves. But this is the opportunity that the Royals need to get some sort of confidence behind them. Yeah, Blues miss a serve, and then if they get a point out of this, that'll build their spirits.
Way back in the ball game. That one is hit out of bounds, too wide for Rourke. So there you go. They get that point. Cut it to 17-8.
Yeah, now they have the opportunity to build off these 2 points that they've just gotten. Of course, I think they want a clean kill to kind of get the boost of energy from themselves.
Very well served to Mboma. Nice pass. She's going to get it back. One blocker goes off the top of the block, or the net, pardon me, and then a blocker. Kicks it back. Kuznick is stuffed. And out of the backcourt, Becker. Greywall can't handle that, and Becker's got herself another kill.
Yeah, that was equal opportunity offense. Every single attacker got an opportunity, and then Becker just puts it down.
Enough is enough.
Yeah.
Mboma. Oh, not quite far enough for Niall. Hoffman in, and Young out. And Chan will go back to serve. Chan, who is an eyelash technician in her spare time. I don't know what student athlete has spare time. Here's Betker, gets a kill.
Yeah, only one blocker on Betker, and being a late block at that just cannot happen on the blocking side against Betker, against a player of the year.
Oh, Natalie Rourke. Royals have to chase this one down. That one just sent over. Betker somehow gets it over the net. Off Westerop's attempt. McKinley Westerop in the ball game. First-year player out of Langley, wearing number 7 for the Royals. And Rourke. And Westerop again. She'll just tap that over. English got an arm on it. They get it to Kuznick. Kuznick up and over the block. Chan with a nice dig. Chased down by Anderson. And that will be just sent over by the Royals. In the middle, Boss with no blocks.
Great run in the middle. Run of the 61. And Sibby Bosch just running behind and cutting it off right at its apex.
Avery Willis will come in as Coach Ross is using a lot of his bench. Lauren Way will have a seat. Rourke gets the serve over in the middle. That one is knocked over by Willis. Just into the ball game, off the block. Becker. Good dig by the Royals. Westerop. She goes too long. And it's 21-9.
Yeah, good leave by Mboma. But, I mean, this Royals block has to key up on Becker when she's in the front row, because it's always late hands on the block right here. So I think they got to camp out a little bit more on her.
Nice first pass. Westrop will try to tip it over. Boss got a hand on it. And here's Betker. Betker off a block and gets another one. Turning into the Abby Betker show.
Yeah, better block attempt from the Royals. But, I mean, player of the year, she'll get some kills.
22-9. This one a little lopsided. Here's Rourke's serve. Westerop can't handle that one. And it's an ace. 23-9 now. And a substitution for Capilano as McKenna Hamilton-Jackson will check in. And Betker will have a seat.
Yeah.
So McKenna Hamilton-Jackson. She's welcomed with open arms by her Blues teammates as she gets onto the floor. And then here's Rourke. Set up. Westerop. She goes off the block. Amoma is there. English. To McKenna Jackson. Or Hamilton Jackson. And she gets a kill off the block. And it's set point.
Yeah, if you ever have a bench player who doesn't usually get a lot of playing time and they get a kill, everybody is mandatory to go wild for her.
I think the Blues know that rule.
Yeah.
Rourke will send it over. Could have been a double hit, but no call. Hamilton Jackson dug there. Revere with a nice dig. That one is stuffed, and the Blues win this one 25-9 and take a 2-0 set lead here in this women's semifinal. The Royals looking for answers now heading into this third set. We'll step aside. The Blues up 2-0. You're watching the PACWEST Volleyball Championships.
I'm giving my praises up to you. I'll give you my praises. I'm giving my praises up to you. All my friends just wanna be famous, living life with a lot of time wasted. I choose you. You're what's missing. I choose you. Now I'm different. Everyone's saying that I'm crazy. Good thing they're not God who made me. So let them talk. It don't faze me. I'm gonna give you all my praises. Oh, every single one of them for you. Nothing in the world that you couldn't get me through. Even in the middle of the night, I can rest assured that you holding to me tight. Yeah, you're better than the numbers, better than the fame. Lord, take my stuff, it ain't better than your name. Oh, one thing is true, I was made to worship you. All my friends just wanna be famous, living life with a lot of time wasted. I choose you, you're what's missing. I choose you, now I'm different. Everyone's saying that I'm crazy. Good thing they're not God who made me. So let them talk, it don't faze me. I'm gonna give you all my praises. It's different now. I got a million reasons to be loud. All creation make a joyful sound. Let every breath sing his praises out. And I praise him now, 'cause one thing is true, I was made to love you. All my friends just wanna be famous, living life with a lot of time wasted. I choose you, you're what's missing. I choose you, now I'm different. Everyone's saying that I'm crazy. Good thing they're not God who made me. So let them talk, it don't faze me. I'm gonna give you all my praises. I'll give you my praises. I'm giving my praises up to you. I'll give you my praises. I'm giving my praises up to you. I'll give you my praises. I'm giving my praises up to you. I'll give you my praises.
To the third set we go of this women's semifinal. The Capilano Blues and the Douglas Royals, a 1-4 versus matchup, with the Blues winning the first set 25-21 and then winning that second set in a lopsided set 25-9. We'll see if the Royals can rebound.
Yeah, at this point, you just gotta say, hey guys, we have nothing to lose at this point. We just have to go out there, compete, fight, and battle, and just try to take 1 point at a time off these very dominant-looking Blues.
And here come the Royals. Maya Armstrong will lead things off here in the third set. This one an over bump. Chan can't put it away. Bosch with a little tip, but Chan is there. Armstrong. That one just out. Revere can't find an open space, and the Blues.
Yeah, the Royals had opportunities there on the overpass and could have made something most likely a little better instead of trying to attack that so far off the net, but still Blues got the point.
We'll make sure the score is right up on the scoreboard. They have the visitors leading 1-0. Well, now it's 1-1. Not sure. He's having all sorts of trouble now on that scoreboard here in the gym. Should be. Oh, there's 1-1 now.
Yeah, technical
right.
difficulties.
Revere. Now we'll go back. Morgan Boisvert out of Vernon. Pass right up against the net. That's English. And Boma rejected there by Chan.
Now that's the type of fight I want to see out of these Royals in this third set. Just say, yeah, we got nothing to lose. Time to just take it to them. And that block was a good starting point.
Boisvert back to serve things up. The 5'11 senior. Her serve into the net. Even the score, 2-2. Boisvert, who was born in Montreal, would move to Vernon at some point. Now here at Douglas. Molly English. English serve, a floater. And a setup, Bowman. Oh, what a dig again by Young. And Boma down the line. The Royals, though, were on the net, so you take away the kill, I guess. Don't take away the point.
Well, I mean, Kristen Young, number 15 for the Blues, playing inspired defense. That was a great dig, right spot, right time, and stopped on contact and just plopped it right up for a set out to Mbama.
As Chen rejected. Bowman keeps it up. They'll just have to send it over with the Royals. Free ball for Cap. In the middle, Rourke! Just to come off the back of your comment about Young, and not too often do you see a libero announced as player of the match, but Kristen Young, even though Betker's had a great game, Kristen Young has been absolutely terrific.
She's been in every position that she needs to be. She knows exactly. She's definitely watched film on this Douglas team because she's in all the right spots every single time.
Baldwin with a kill there. Young can't get to that one. And it's 4-3 Capilano. Graywall will go back to serve. Graywall, who played hockey for 9 years. Diehard Montreal Canadiens fan. Are we okay with that? There's an ace.
We'll let it slide because she just got that ace.
At least she cheers for a Canadian team. Right?
Sure.
Like, okay.
Yeah.
All right, Graywall. I think if the playoffs started today, the Habs would be the only Canadian team in the playoffs.
Yeah, the Canucks are definitely not. So.
Nice dig there by Graywall. Beauvoir, another dig by Libero. This time it's Hoffman. Kuznick will get it over, but Bowman is right there. Here's Chan. Chan off a block. It's popped up. Two Royals will go back to get it. Armstrong with a little tip over.
Yeah.
But they call it an over.
Yeah, back row attack. Yeah, since Armstrong's in the back row, can't jump and put the ball over.
And Boma, her serve gets over. Chan has to clean it up. And the Royals will just send it over in the free ball. Blues looking to take advantage again. It's Kuznick on the backside. Ball still up. Chan can't quite get there, and Kuznick's got a kill. Are you a Canucks fan?
A little bit. I mean, they're the only team I've gone to see hockey games, except Vegas. Been to a nice
There's
game.
an ace. You've seen a Vegas game.
Yep.
Outstanding.
Right.
I hear the pregame is like amazing.
And their arena is beautiful.
Yeah.
It is unbelievable in there. But it's no Rogers Arena, let me tell you.
And Boma sends that one long. I don't know. So 7-5 Blues with the advantage. And Chan will go back to serve. Chan's a diehard Canucks fan. He likes Brock Besser. Chan off the top of the net and down. Now the trade deadline coming up. I don't know how long Besser will be a Canuck.
Yeah, they're scrapping that team piece by piece right now.
The old rebuild, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Chan back to serve, holds that ball high over her head, tosses up, and here she comes. Hoffman with a pass to English. Here's Betker. Betker off the block and into the broadcast booth.
But that was a great pass by number 6, Monica Hoffman. Just right on the money, right where English needed to dish that one out.
8-6 with Rourke going back to serve. Bizarre horn coming from the front row. Way with a kill. Gets it in front of Betker. Well, Lauren Way, unofficially, I only have her with 1 kill. She's played great at the net. She just hasn't got that kill.
And on that kill, Abby Becker just laid on her press, and that's how it lands right in between her and the net.
There's Bowman into the net. So 9-7 Blues with the lead. Blues will switch liberos, and Annika Kuznick will go back to serve. Kuznick, I love this. Her first car was a blue Volkswagen Beetle.
Oh, I love it.
And yes, it was blue. Chan, dig by Kuznick, set Betker. Betker adjusts and get it inside the line.
That's the undefendable shot, just deep in the corner, over the block. Not much the Royals can do on that one.
Unofficially 16 kills for Betker through 2.5 sets. There's the Royals going back to work. Beauvoir, she's partially blocked. Here's Betker. Betker again! For the Royals, you really can't do much.
Yeah, there's...
Now, what we saw last match, and it was the men's match, where they were really cheating on Marvin Tumamese. I can't remember his.
Yeah.
Can't say his last name right now.
I know what you're talking about.
But they were cheating where the Mariners. I'm surprised that maybe the Royals don't maybe try that same scheme and try to take away Betker. I mean, you do have other options. Tumasame, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or I know I'm a little curious on that too, but Becker's been just having a field day, so you gotta slow somebody down. I think you'd have a better chance of slowing down Becker and letting everybody else on the team try and beat you than just letting everybody basically have open season and one blocker usually up on whoever's attacking, because middles for the Royals are late to close out, and then Becker and Kuznick are getting kills left, right, and center here. Yeah. So I think they got to make a decision. They got to, I'd say personally, have the middle cheat over, have about their right foot just a little past outside the circle, and just be ready, have eyes open, ready, look at the setter, what's the setter doing with her hands, and be ready to move, be ready for Becker's attack. But then you have to hustle and get out to the right side. But Becker's got to be the Royals' #1 priority right now.
Yeah. Well, 12-7 is the score coming out of this timeout. Blues with the advantage. An advantage on the big board as well, 2-0 Capilano. After set wins of 25-21 and 25-9. One more semifinal to go on this semifinal Friday. We're back to the men's side of the bracket. The Cotter Avalanche and the Capilano Blues. In the middle, that's Way. She'll just tip it over. Nice play by Lauren Way. And that's her second.
And that is a great spot, especially when Becker's inching over towards the middle of the court. And even if she does jump and give late help on the block, that spot right there is just out of reach of liberos and of Becker.
Definitely a design play as Armstrong, the setter, looked over the bench with a big thumbs up like they drew that up in the timeout. There's Betker. Betker with another kill.
It just seems like Becker can do no wrong offensively right now. She is finding spots everywhere on the court, and especially cross court as well.
Yeah. She'll go back to serve from the middle of the basketball key, and she'll hit it into the net. Well, she did something wrong.
Yeah.
So the Royals will serve. And here comes Armstrong. Loves Dr. Pepper, does my Armstrong.
I haven't had a Dr. Pepper in forever.
I think
So good.
I think it might be time for one after the match.
Yeah.
A lot of noise in the gym here. That's the men's Capilano team getting in the ear of Armstrong there. She puts it into the net. We've seen her been subbed out a couple of times for Anderson, but Anderson hasn't had much luck either from the service line. So Boss will go back now. Sibby's serve. It's going to be an ace. Sibby Boss. I love this, that Sibby was the school mascot in grade 6 because she was the only one tall enough to fit the costume. She didn't tell me what costume.
I wonder what costume that is.
I want to know too. In grade 6, though.
Grade 6.
In the middle, Graywall will knock it down. Jenna Graywall with a kill.
Yeah, if the outsides aren't getting kills, who else do you go to? The middle. So great job dishing it to Graywall there.
Poivre now. And here she comes. And just off the top of the net. And gets it down.
Great serve. It's always that little lucky tape bounce that is your friend for a very small amount of time.
There's Boisvert. And makes it work again, but this time English was ready for it. Rourke will tap it over. And here come the Royals going to work. Bowman. Dug there by Hoffman. English saves that one. And Boma. Good rally here again. There's a little tip off a couple of Blues players. And Boma will tap it over. Here's Chan. Chan off a block and gets the point.
Kara Chan has been the shining light for this Douglas Royals team tonight and all season. First team All-Star. And she's got to stay consistent. She knows she's getting a lot of volume tonight.
He's cut the lead to 3. Boisvert. And that is out. A service error. Extends the Blues lead to 4 and a substitution for the Blues. Swuga will come back in. Alex Swuga from Saskatoon. Want to say hello to her family listening and watching in as we are here in Abbotsford. A lot of snow in Saskatoon. Cold temperatures this winter. Swuga gets the serve over. We're going to feed it to Bowman. Bowman is rejected. Rourke and Kuzik, but I think it was Natalie.
Yeah. And you're middle blocker of the year for a reason. You press over and you close the block more often than not. And unfortunately, Bowman just goes right into the big block of Rourke.
Swuga gets the serve over again. Here's Bowman. This time she's blocked again as she tried to tip it. Rivera will go into the net. She's had a tough contest here, especially from the backside.
Yeah,
now a timeout is called.
Yeah, when it's a broken play like that, don't do anything, and especially when you're in the situation you are right now, down 6 points. Don't try anything fancy. Just make the simple play. I mean, try to go all the way across the court from all the way on the left side of the court, just for it to end up in the net. So, I think when you're down like this, you gotta play smart and just give the ball to whoever's closest and whoever has the best opportunity to get a good swing in.
Well, the Blues in front by 6. If it stays this way, it'll be a 1 versus 2 matchup in the women's gold medal match tomorrow. The Mariners punched their ticket earlier on today. 3-set sweep over their island rivals, the Commotion Chargers. And the Blues are trying to meet them there. It was seemingly a crash course at the beginning of the year. The Blues and the Mariners, the only 2 teams with winning records at the end of the regular season. But it was a logjam right there in the middle. Camosun, Douglas, CBC, Cotter were all within a couple points of each other pretty much the entire season. So
that
that side of the bracket somewhat, even.
Yeah. So so it's a lot of so you had your opportunities during the regular season to get a better seeding. So
Well, here we go out of the timeout in this third set, 18-12. Shiwuga will go back to serve again. Her serve is in there. Zhang with a pass. Here's Bowman. Bowman will go cross court. But Bowman with a pretty dig. And she'll get the point. When things go right, they really go right.
you got to be good to be lucky, and Bauma got really lucky there. I don't know if you can call that a kill, but it was a dig, or I don't even know what do statisticians do on that type of play.
I go dig point. I don't know if I do a kill. I don't know. You're the volleyball guy.
I think it was a kill because it was put over by her.
All right.
And it wasn't a dig because it wasn't on her side.
Okay. Chan, there's a kill, more traditional. She knocks that one through.
Yeah, Chan doing whatever she can to carry this offensive load for her Royal squad.
And Graywall. I feel like Graywall just served, didn't she?
I don't know.
And Boma
I don't think so.
will pass to Kuznick. Down the line, Chan with a big blast. Because weren't we talking about Graywall and her love for the Montreal Canadiens? Anyway, I don't know if they've rotated that quickly around. Maybe they have.
Yeah. And Chen with another great attack there.
Graywall. They set up Bedker from the backcourt.
Wow.
Just inside the line. Abby can't seem to miss. And Boma will go back to the line.
Man, I'm very impressed with Bedker. She's finding every spot of the court whenever she wants.
Definitely on fire.
Yeah.
In this semifinal. In the middle, Way just tapped it over. Two blue blockers were there. Now Becker should try a tip. Chan with a nice play. Here's Bowman, has to wait for it to come down, and Bowman with a nice dig. They'll get it to Betker. Off an arm, off the ceiling, and rack up another one for Betker. So players of the match, Capilano. Although I really like the play of the libero. I'm partial to libero, so they don't usually get the love. They get less love than the middles, I'm sorry to say.
All right, that was a stray. All right. No, I think if Kristen Young was touching the ball more, then I think she'd have to be in more consideration for player of the game. But it's just the few opportunities that she has had have been so good and so crisp, but she just hasn't touched the ball very often this game.
Here's Chan. I mean, you can't not give it to Becker.
Yeah.
Although we don't get a say, we don't get a vote. Well, we'll see.
The unofficial votes right here.
That's right. The broadcast players of the match, not necessarily the players of the match.
Correct.
O'Rourke will go back. 3 points away from a gold medal appearance. How on an ace for Rourke.
Yeah, she's hitting those serving or the passing seams very well in between Bowman and Boisvert.
There's Rourke again off the top of the net. Boisvert has that one go over the net and out of bounds, and now it's match point for Capilano. In what could be the third straight sweep in this semifinal Friday.
Yeah.
It's shocking, actually.
I don't think that's ever happened that I can clearly remember.
Here's the Royals. Bowman, she's blocked, goes off the antenna and out of bounds. Royals stay alive. Even though they've put 25 points up on the scoreboard, the Royals are still alive.
Yeah.
24. The scoreboard operators had a tough match. Here's Bowman. And Boma gets the ball up. Here's Betker. Dug by Zhang. Boisvert off a block and down.
Yeah, great swing outside, using the hands, and then it flies out of bounds.
I have her for 3 kills unofficially. Boisvert. Here's Bowman. And Boma pops it up. There's Kuznick. She's rejected by Way. The Royals showing some life here.
Yeah, I think it's good they have the desperation now, but they have to be basically perfect to get a run of just to tie this game now.
Well, I'm going to get to Betker. Going to go right back to Abby. She's blocked as well, and it goes off a blue player. There's Hoffman, the libero, and out of bounds. Wrong place, wrong time for Monica Hoffman.
And head coach Sulzma is cool as a cucumber on the bench right now.
Nice little run here by Bowman back on the service line. And here she comes. This one tracked down by Kuznick. A free ball sent over by Boss. Royals going to work here. Revere! And it hit the ceiling off Mboma. And now Betker telling her teammates to cool down. And yes, Sulzma has seen enough and is calling time after this nice run by Bowman on the service line to cut the lead to within 4.
Yeah, it's a good serving run by Bowman, but it almost seems like it's a little too late in the game. Like I just said a little earlier, it's got to be basically a perfect rest of the set for the Royals to just tie this game. So, but she's got 3 in a row as of right now, and I think it's a good time for the Blues to call the timeout there. Just to let's reset. All we got to do is just do one pass, one set high in the middle of the court. Or one pass high in the middle of the court, just give it to Molly English, and then give it to any of our multiple weapons on the offense. And have the middle screaming their head off to try and distract Lauren Way in the middle and just try and isolate the pins with one blocker.
Speaking of English, she will check back in now as Shiwaga will head back out to the bench. And English will check in. So 24-20 after the timeout. And here's Lauren Bowman. Her serve to Betker. Right back to Abby. And that will be a on the net call, and the Capilano Blues will advance to play for gold after a 3-set sweep over the Douglas Royals, winning 25-21, 25-9, and 25-20. So it'll be a 1-2 matchup in the women's gold medal match. The Blues and the Mariners, and the Royals and Chargers will play for bronze coming up at 1 o'clock tomorrow. The women's gold at 5:30 tomorrow. So we'll stick here for the players of the match, and then I'll have a conversation with the Blues player of the match over here in the broadcast center to our left.
And I think it's kind of hard not to give it to Betker after this game. She had such an incredible showing. How many unofficial kills did she have?
There's a lot I got to count here. I have her for 20.
20. And that's in 3 sets, where one of the sets went 25-9. So quite a showing by Abby Betker, the player of the year.
Yeah. It's interesting. If it is Abby, I'd like to find out how much the loss last year in the semifinal, when you're the second seed, played into coming into this year and then really wanting to take this match over.
And I'd also be curious to say, what did you do differently during this year to make it, or to make you and your team so much better? And because it's from 12-8 last season for the Blues to 19-1 now. I mean, there's got to be some sort of change that they did throughout the year that they did differently than last year. So I'd be curious to hear about that.
I have a feeling it's this veteran group that decided to come back. Like, a couple of the girls may have had an opportunity to graduate.
Yeah.
But they took a couple of courses, so they were still eligible to play. Here.
Bowman.
Lauren Bowman is the player of the match for the Douglas Royals. I have her unofficially for 5 kills to match her number.
Congrats, Lauren.
She played well.
She played well.
And for the Capilano University Blues, number 2, Molly English.
So it's Molly English, even though, again, we don't get a selection.
We do not.
And I'm quite surprised. But anyway, Molly English is the player of the match for the Douglas Royals. for the Capilano Blues. And we'll have a chat with her once everybody gets together here. And we'll meet Molly over here in the broadcast booth. Come on over here, Molly. Just gonna turn your... Throw that headphone on. How are you?
I'm doing good. Doing great.
That was a fun game, hey?
Yes, it was a good one.
I wanted to ask you about Abby Becker because,
oh my gosh,
like, when she's on fire
I
like
know,
that,
she's a freak in nature. Yeah, she's doing great.
did you have a feeling that you, or were worried that you might get tunnel vision? You have so many great weapons on this team, but when Abby's playing so well, do you feel like you're just sending it to her all the time?
Yeah, she definitely helps her team out a lot, and when she's on fire, she's pretty unstoppable. But we have great hitters all around, so I'm really good wherever I go.
I wanted to ask you, last year you lose in this semifinal. Was there much talk about that coming into this semifinal, saying you want to get the job done?
Yeah, definitely. I think we were looking for a little revenge, and we just really wanted to get the job done. And
yeah,
I'm glad we did.
The fifth-year players on this team, it's pretty important that you're playing for them?
Yeah, definitely. It's very special for them and for everyone.
Your first thought about playing VIU now in the gold medal match, what do you think?
Yeah, I think we're excited. I think it's always a good battle, and they're a great team, and yeah, it's always a good game, so we're excited. Yeah.
I'll let you go celebrate with your team.
Thank you very much. I
Congratulations.
appreciate it.
Molly English, she's the player of the match for the Capilano Blues.